Yo, it's Emma and Christian again, and today we're looking at Prey.
So this is the second time we've seen Prey. The first time was back in February, so you will want to read about that before watching this, so we've included our links in the description below.
Our objective this time was to reach the Guts, which is the Gravity Utility Tunnel System, which is basically just a fancy name for a lift.
Yeah, zero gravity lift. It was kind of cool, but in order to access that in the first place, we needed something called a psychoscope, which is a scanner that lets you measure brain activity in aliens. So it lets you see their weaknesses, and it can also give you powers, like their abilities. And I think the reason why we needed it was to gain access to certain rooms.
Yeah, the first room you go through, you need to calibrate it by scanning stuff, and it identifies the enemy as well, tell you what it is, which is cool. So with the psychoscope, as we mentioned, you get new powers, and we got to try out a few of these, not as many as we would have liked.
Yeah, all the good ones seemed hidden, like for the mid-game, late game. We got some interesting abilities, but they weren't as fun as we would have hoped. Like kinetic blast, it's just an energy blast.
Yeah, I mean, the powers we got, they were good at the time. You can use them straight away. So kinetic blast you can use against enemies. You get combat focus, which slows down time. Stuff like that is really useful because you can just use it straight away. But you found one, you scanned one or discovered one that was actually pretty different.
Yeah, that was relating to a test chamber. So this was one of my favorite parts of the preview by far, and it involved scientists putting away a criminal in a test chamber, and his whole purpose was to basically die. The scientists wanted to use the mimics to find out how they work, and they were going to do that by having this guy killed.
There's no instructions with how you deal with this guy, so we actually ended up playing this two different ways. So what I did was, I saw him, I was kind of excited to see another human that was still alive and not dead on the floor, and I let him out, and then he gave me the code to the armory, and then I got some cool weapons, and then I left him.
See, but what she's leaving out is that he's a criminal. He was put away for like kidnapping and solicitation of a minor. So obviously I'm going to do what the scientists want me to do. So if you do what the scientists want, the man dies and you scan the mimics that killed him. By doing this, you get a new ability called Mimic Matter, which allows you to camouflage yourself by taking the form of a nearby object. So I got this, but you got a code to an armory.
Yeah, I got a lot of weapons, some neuromods.
See, but being evil allows you to have your cake and eat it too, because I used a weapon, the toy crossbow, and fired arrows into the room, pushed the button open, and just walked in that way. I didn't need the code. So the powers remind me a lot of Dishonored, which is Arcane Studios' other series, in that in Dishonored you have two options in terms of powers, which is play stealth or kill everybody, and Prey seems to be like that as well, where you've got the human abilities like, oh, you can hack systems up to level 1 to 5 or whatever,
whereas a lot of the alien abilities focus on you killing stuff. So the kinetic blast obviously does damage and pushes enemies back, but there are also powers like Phantom Genesis, which we weren't able to try, but that summons a phantom that fights for you.
Yeah. So like Dishonored, you have this moral option, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be multiple endings in Prey. So I imagine if you go too far down the alien route, you will probably get a bad ending. In this preview, we were shown that the alien species that the humans are studying can only really kill and destroy. So if you go down that path, you're probably gonna do something quite bad.
Dehumanize yourself.
Exactly. You'll be all robot, all machine.
So we didn't actually do that much in the time that we were playing. It was a lot of exploring and trying stuff out, I think.
Yeah, well, the quest missions that we had could be finished in about 15-20 minutes, but exploring the space station was mainly what you wanted to do.
Alex also contacted us a few times while we were walking around, and he referenced what Morgan was like before they lost their memory, and also like he mentioned the first time that they started using these abilities, because Morgan's the first person to be enhanced with these alien abilities. So he referenced that, and that kind of made me think about where the story could go.
Well, Prey is supposed to have multiple endings. I think it's 2, like good and evil, with like a few side bits in between. So we'll see how it turns out. So far the story is great though. Like, I'm really interested to know what happened, and I'm kind of annoyed because the preview didn't explore anything based on the story.
Yeah, it gave you like these 2 memories that Alex has, or like he kind of references a memory, and then that's it. And it's like, really? No more?
Yeah, it's a shame. So that's about it for the Prey preview. There's a lot more that we could discuss, but it would be a much longer video if we did. If you want to try Prey, you can. There's going to be a demo at the end of the month for console only, unfortunately, but it'll allow you to see the first hour of the game a week before the game launches on May the 5th. So yeah, you definitely want to check that out.
So thank you for watching. If you like the video, then give us a thumbs up. If there's any questions you have about Prey, leave them in the comments, and if we can, we'll try and answer them from what we've seen so far. Have a good day, and get hyped for Prey because it's awesome.
Game of the year, potentially, who knows?